Are your AWS systems reliable, secure, cost-effective, and scalable? If you're not sure, you might be missing the mark on AWS's well-architected framework. In this video, I'll break down the framework and the 6 pillars that can transform your cloud systems in 2025. Now, I've studied AWS's updated framework of more than 70 pages and distilled it into actionable insights. I've been working as a data engineer for more than 4 years, and I'm here to help you apply the latest practices with confidence. In this video, we will discuss an overview of the well-architected framework. We'll explore the 6 pillars of the well-architected framework, best practices for each, and how to continuously review and refine your architecture. Let's dive in. If AWS data engineering and career growth are your jam, hit that subscribe button. I post twice a week to help you level up. The well-architected framework is a guide provided by AWS to build cloud systems that are secure, reliable, efficient, cost-effective, and sustainable. It's not just a checklist, it's a set of principles, tools, and best practices developed by AWS experts through years of working with thousands of clients. It is important because it provides a structured approach to evaluate and improve your architecture. It helps identify risks and addresses gaps in your design and ensures your systems can handle growth and evolving demand. The key features are that there is 6 pillars, that is the foundation of the best practices. We'll be discussing all of these in detail. The well-architected tool, which is a free AWS service for workload reviews and recommendations, and AWS labs and partner programs, that is hands-on resources and expert help for implementation. The 6 pillars of the AWS well-architected framework are operational excellence, security, reliability, performance efficiency, cost optimization, and sustainability. Each pillar represents a critical area for building and maintaining successful cloud systems. Let's break down the 6 pillars of the AWS well-architected framework. The first pillar is operational excellence. Operational excellence is about designing workloads that adapt to change and improve over time. It focuses on team alignment, observability, and automation. The design principles include organizing teams by outcomes, not just tasks, implement monitoring and logging for actionable insights, automating routine tasks to reduce errors, and regularly refining operational processes. The best practices include using CloudWatch for centralized monitoring and alarms, automating deployments with AWS Core Pipeline to ensure consistency, and perform game days to simulate failures and validate readiness. Security focuses on protecting data, systems, and workloads while enabling innovation. It ensures your infrastructure can handle threats and meet compliance requirements. The design principles include implementing a strong identity foundation with least privilege access, that is, users getting access to only what they need and not everything, encrypting data at rest and in transit, applying defense in depth security at all layers, and automating threat detection and responses. The best practices include centralized access management with IAM roles and policies, use AWS's key management service, that is KMS, for encryption, and detect threats using AWS Guard Duty and monitor logs with CloudTrail. We should also plan for incidents with predefined response playbooks. Third pillar is reliability. Reliability ensures your workloads can recover from failures, scale dynamically, and meet customer expectations without disruptions. The design principles in this pillar include automating recovery processes and regularly testing them, building fault-tolerant systems using distributed components, and monitoring demand and scaling resources accordingly. The best practices over here involve enabling auto-scaling for elasticity and demand handling, designing workloads across multiple availability zones, using backups and disaster recovery solutions like AWS Backup. Moving on to the fourth pillar, that is performance efficiency. Performance efficiency focuses on optimizing resources to meet system demand while ensuring smooth operation. Design principles include experimenting with various resources to match the workload needs, using managed services like Lambda to avoid server maintenance, and deploying globally for lower latency and better user experience. The best practices include monitoring and analyzing performance trends with AWS X-Ray, using Lambda for repeatable small tasks, and using CloudFront to deliver content closer to users. Cost optimization ensures you deliver value while minimizing expenses. It's about using resources wisely and paying only for what you need. The design principles in this pillar include adopting a pay-as-you-go model for flexibility, regularly analyzing costs to identify inefficiencies, using managed services to reduce operational overhead. The best practices involve saving costs with savings plan or reserved instances, automating unused resource termination with instant scheduler, and using AWS budgets to monitor and alert on costs. The sustainability pillar is about minimizing our environmental impact by optimizing resources and adopting green practices. The design principles involve choosing regions with renewable energy options, using energy efficient storage and compute options, and to scale dynamically to avoid idle resources. The best practices involve storing infrequently accessed data in S3 Glacier, using instance scheduler to stop unused resources immediately, and implementing lifecycle policies for data to reduce storage costs and energy use. Now let's look at the summary of all 6 pillars. We'll be looking at each pillar, the core idea, and the key tools that you can use. The very first pillar is operational excellence. The key idea is continuous improvements, and the tools that you can use are CloudWatch and Code Pipeline. The second pillar is security, for which the key idea is to protect data and systems. The tools that you can use to do so are IAM, KMS, and GuardDuty. The third pillar is reliability, for which the key idea is to build resilient and fault-tolerant systems. The tools that you can use to do the same are auto-scaling, backups, and availability zones. The fourth pillar is performance efficiency, where the key idea is to optimize the resource usage. The tools that can be used to do the same are Lambda, CloudFront, and Excel. The fifth pillar being cost optimization. The key idea here is to minimize expenses. You can use savings plans and budgets to do the same. Now, each of these pillars contributes to a well-rounded, future-proof cloud architecture. Which pillar resonates with your challenges the most? Let me know in the comments. Now let's talk about the review process. Architecture reviews keep your systems aligned with best practices. Here is how to do it. You want to do regular reviews using AWS's Well-Architected tool to evaluate your workloads. You want to collaborate and involve key stakeholders to identify risks and opportunities. And you want to iterate to address immediate issues and continuously refine our architecture. Think of reviews as regular health checks for your system, not audits. They ensure you're always improving. That's it for today's video. For a deeper dive into the skills that you need to become a data engineer in 2025, check out my video Data Engineer Roadmap. The link is in the description. You can also connect with me on LinkedIn to stay updated with the latest in data engineering. Thanks for sticking around. If you found this video helpful, give it a like and share it with your team. Don't forget to subscribe for more AWS and data engineering related content. See you in the next video.